Hi everyone, welcome back to Crafting at Whimsy Wonderland. My name is Stacy. I'm going to attempt to do something new today that I've never tried before. I've watched several videos and I hope I understand how to do this. I'm going to print this sign into being a buffalo check pattern with a black, white, and gray. And so what I've done is I purchased this sign at the Dollar Tree, and it was one of their summer signs, but they only had one left, and I forgot to take a picture of it before I started painting. So what I've done so far is I masked off the little header. It's a piece of wood that they have the hanger tied to. So I masked that off with a piece of painter's grade masking tape, and I made sure to go down clear to the edge on here so that that got protected as well. Now I've already put 2 coats of white Waverly chalk paint on there. I decided to try the Waverly chalk paint, the chalk paint that I used on the bunny pillow project a little bit back. It had a strong odor to it. I don't know if the paint was bad or what. So I decided to try this brand, and it's not as, doesn't have such an odor as the other one does. So I'm giving the Waverly a try for this project. So anyway, 2 coats of the Waverly chalk paint, and I have let that dry for about an hour. And now I'm ready to start with the print. So what I'm going to do is take the 3/4 inch masking tape, and I'm going to lay out strips starting at the top, putting that right up against the edge of the mask that I took off with the for the hanger. So you want to make sure you get that good and straight. And I'm going to lay down another one right next to it, making sure not to overlap, but making sure I get it right up against it. Nice and straight. This one's going to come off because I'm going to use every other one. So that goes down. This one comes up. Then I can reuse it. Alright, now I'm going to make sure I've got them down really well. And I'm going to take the Waverly elephant. I'm going to go ahead and paint the stripes. And it's going to take 2 coats to get it good and covered. And I'm going to go ahead and do the edge too. Okay, now I need to let this dry completely. When it's dried, I'll come back and show you the next step. Okay, once this is mostly dry, I'm going to go ahead and peel off very carefully the tape. So now I have my first batch of stripes done. I need to let this dry completely, and then I'll run stripes the other way for a second coat. So that's the second step, is to peel that tape off and then let it dry so you can do the next step. Now I'm going to lay tape down and go the other direction. And I'm just kind of eyeballing this, making sure it's straightish. Then I'm going to put my spacer down like I did on the other. Making sure those are down. 2 coats. Of gray. Once you have that second coat on, you gotta let it dry. I'll be back. Okay, now that the second set of stripes is dried, going this way, I am not going to remove this tape. It needs to stay on, but I need to add back the tape that I had originally peeled off. So You can kind of see where it's at, but if you remember, I started up here at the top. So I'm going to tape it back up like I did the very first time. Okay, now I can see where the lines are, so I don't necessarily need my spacer piece of tape, but if you feel more comfortable with the tape being there for your spacer, go right ahead and do that. And push those down, and next you're going to use the Waverly chalk paint in ink black. Anyway, so you're going to put 2 coats of black over these stripes. All right, now you got to let this dry for a few minutes. Okay, once this is dry, you're going to carefully pull off the tape. Go slow on this part because it has been on there a little longer. You don't want to peel off your paint. I had a little bit of paint bleed. That's not too bad. Almost missed this one. Ooh, that one's pretty bad. Okay, so here's my finished product. This was a sign that did have a paper top on it, and the paint just soaked through and kind of peeled that off. So I'm going to touch that up just a little bit. Luckily, it's on the gray and the white, so that'll be an easy fix. This is what I'm least happy about, is this paint bleed right here, which just means I didn't get my tape stuck down good enough. So maybe 3 coats of chalk paint on the base and let it dry for a good 24 hours might have been a better option. So I will go ahead and try to touch those up. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but we'll give it a try. I think that works. And let me grab a clean brush and we'll try to fix the other one too. Now the other one's on the white, so I'm going to grab the white. And let's see what we can do. Might come back and hit it again with a second coat after it's good and dry. But I think that makes it look better. Doesn't stand out quite so much. Anyway, there's my first ever attempt at painting the buffalo check pattern. I hope this will inspire you to go find something you can paint and give it a try. Takes a little bit of time, mostly in drying, and lots of blue tape. But yeah, give it a try. This has been Crafting at Whimsy Wonderland. Thanks for stopping by. See you next time.